Today we're going to be taking a look at the best custom fit vehicle wiring options on the 2012 Honda Civic. Now the wiring harnesses that we're going to be talking about today are specifically designed for the sedan, non-SI and non-hybrid models. If you have the SI or if you have the hybrid model, you're going to need one of the hardwire kits. Before the sedan we have Curt, part number C56011, and from Tekonsha 118420. Now both of our wiring harnesses offer a 4-pole flat trailer connector. This is going to work with any standard 4-pole flat trailer connection. This offers right turn and brake, left turn and brake, running light signal, and also ground to make sure everything's got a proper connection. You can see the Curt has a removable dust cover that slides around the wiring down here and clips over, while the Tekonsha is a little bit different. It's going to stay permanently attached and it'll come around like that. Now both systems also offer a converter box. Now this does a couple things for us. One, it isolates the trailer from the vehicle, so if there are any shorts or any problems in the trailer, those can't be transferred into your car. It's going to be separated right here. This is also a standalone powered system with both of them, so we're not going to be drawing all the power we need through the lighting system of the vehicle. It's going to pick it up on a designated power wire that runs through the provided T connectors. That's where both of these are going to get their name. These are going to plug directly in between the tail light housing and the tail light wiring with factory style connectors that'll easily clip in place with no cutting or splicing required. Now the power supply on our Tekonsha is going to be 2.1 amps for the turn and brake signal per side and 5 amps for our tail lights. Now that should be more than enough to power anything you're probably going to be putting behind your Civic. Whereas with the Curt, it's going to be slightly higher. We've got 3 amps instead of the 2.1 on the turn and the brake signals, and still the same 5 amps for our running lights. Now, both systems are also going to have a ground wire with a ring terminal attached. Now these you can either place on a stud and put a nut on top of to hold them in place if it's available, or you'll use the provided self-tapping screw. And if you have to use that screw, that's really the only modification you're going to be making to your vehicle to get the wiring harness installed. Now both of our converter boxes have a circuit board in here, and that's what takes the power and converts the signal into a usable signal for our trailer. They both use what's called surface mount technology, so the circuit boards are pretty robust, but something I think Tekonsha definitely does better. Well, the Curt is encased, so all the connections are located inside. We have the same thing from Tekonsha, but also they've used an epoxy style rubber filler to go in and around that circuit board. That's really going to protect this from being bounced around as we're on any kind of back roads or anything like that, and typically gives us better durability out of the Tekonsha than what we get with the Curt. Now both of our wiring harnesses are designed to mount underneath the floor in our Civic, right here in our spare tire well. As you can see, I like to take the cover, whether it's on the Curt or this one being the Tekonsha, wrap it around the wire and kind of keep it bundled up and out of the way. Then when we need it, we'll simply uncover it. Gonna bring the length we need to make the connection with our trailer over the seal on the hatch here, or on the trunk. You want to avoid that striker. That's something that will damage your wiring. But once you have the length out here that you need, just close the trunk. Now we're ready to hook up to our trailer and plug in our lights, and they're going to work out great for us. Now let's run down a quick summary to help you decide which one's going to work out best for you. The good news is when it comes to ease of installation, both of them are very simple. From our experience here and also customer reviews, it's a really straightforward, simple process to go through. As far as power output, the Curt does take a slight lead, but remember, both of them should be adequate for anything you'll have behind your Civic. And when it comes to durability, the Tekonsha with the potting material located inside of the converter box is definitely better. And that's going to complete our look at the best custom fit vehicle wiring harnesses available for your Honda Civic.